Yes, I do, and I usually literally take 442 Nottingham to Bethel Transit Center bus terminal.
I've actually never been to Bethel.
I haven't. It's a great transit center.
Is there like, cause I have to pick up my friend from there. Is there like a parking area where you can like pick people up around there?
Yeah, they have drop-off areas.
Okay.
I myself take the subway at Union Station on my own in Toronto to visit St. George Station because I have gained both my mom, my grandma, and grandpa, my Auntie Paula's trust, including my Auntie Jocelyn, Uncle John, Auntie Hazel, as well as my grandparents Pierce and our friends Stephen, Kayla, and Ray's trust. So I've gained all our family's trust for years.
I don't think my family trusts me alone.
They do trust me alone, and I'm always very responsible, so that's...
You're doing better than I am.
Well,
I went to Toronto last summer, and my parents actually flew out to make sure I caught my flight back.
Well, I let my mom know where I was at every subway station on our Young University line and our Bloor Danforth line, so there weren't any issues there.
Good.
And I love being on the Toronto Rocket and the T1 subways on my own. With confidence, I always pay attention to what's around me. Remember the same rules that my Auntie Paula, my mom, my grandma had taught me. And what's so rewarding is that I have Ossington Station to visit again too. And a quick visit to Dufferin Station, as long as I'm not entering Dufferin Mall.
Okay.
Because that's a rough area, and Dufferin Mall is not an area to visit. So I don't go there. I just have a quick subway ride to and from Dufferin Station. So get off there, take a picture, get a transfer, and then quickly get back on.
Smart.
I'm very smart, and aside from that, as long as I'm sticking to the Bloor and Dufferin Street area, I won't have any issues there. Because my mom knows I'm very careful.
I can't say that for most people I know. I'm the kind of person who fall asleep on the bus and miss my stop.
I don't fall asleep on the bus or on the subway. I keep my eyes open.
The one nice thing about this bus is that I get on at the first stop and off at the last one, so I can't sleep through it.
73rd
It stops anyway.
82nd Avenue.
I take the HSR up and down the mountain on visits too.
What's that?
The Hamilton Street Railway in my old hometown in Hamilton where I used to live.
Okay.
I enjoy sitting in the other side of the back of the bus, near the back, middle of the bus, and by the back door, especially the back.
Yeah.
The HSR has articulated buses too, just like the ETS and St. Albert Transit and Calgary Transit as well.
What does that mean?
Because it's a 60-foot low-floor bus.
Okay.
And they have Excelsior articulated buses too on the HSR. And ETS is going to be getting them soon.
I don't take ETS anywhere, but...
I always have. And I always text my mom if I'm going to be in Calgary. So I always meet up with friends, but I do not answer to say I'm there alone. It's an answer I don't give out.
Calgary confuses me. I visited there once with my friends and I couldn't figure out where anything was.
Wow. Do you ever go on YouTube?
Yeah, all the time.
I'm a YouTube enthusiast.
Yeah?
Yeah. I do public transit trip.
Oh, you make videos?
Yeah.
Oh.
My grandpa has made videos of me when I was a kid and a teenager, and so has my grandma. And now I do my own videos on my phone camera, but I do not film at anyone who doesn't want to be on the camera, ever. Unless if it's someone who I know,
Yeah.
then that's a different story.
Well, yeah, then you already have their permission.
Right. The T1 subway trains on the Bloor Danforth line on the TTC are my favorite subway trains to ride on at St. George Station in Toronto and Ossington Station, because they make a very good sound
Oh yeah?
when they pull in, and then when they go out fast into the tunnel for the next station. The fun part is that I really loved riding in the front.
Yeah.
After I visited Ossington Station, well, before that I did the first filming on the Bloor Danforth on the T1. I began at St. George Station, went westbound to Spadina Station on my way to Ossington Station, Dufferin Station, and Christie Station at the same time, just before I went southbound to Museum Station. And I did it in titles. I need my winter coat on because it's a little chilly out.
Yeah.
It hasn't been that much of a summer this year.
Oh, it was so much rain. Just a lot of rain, and then now it's like fall technically just started, and it's already freezing.
Yeah.
I have a friend in Ireland, and I was showing her that it was snowing yesterday.
Yikes.
And she's like, we have great weather over here. And I was like, awesome.
One of the main things too that I love doing on my own in Hamilton is that I love taking my favorite all-time bus routes where my mom and I used to go on a long time ago, like 23 Upper Gage, 24 Upper Sherman, 41 Mohawk, for example, besides 43 Stone Church, that is. But I've taken 21 Upper Kenilworth, 35 College, 33 Sanatorium, and also 34 Upper Paradise, along with other routes like there's 25 Upper Wentworth, 26 Upper Wellington, and 27 Upper James, and 6 Aberdeen as well.
I take it Toronto?
Hamilton. It's very convenient. It's a great bus route.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I took one bus in Toronto, and it was pretty straightforward. But there's just a lot more people and buildings. I get stressed out.
I take the subway. It's a lot faster.
Yeah.
Because I always avoid the traffic on Bloor Street.
Yeah.
Because Bloor Street can be busy, and so that's why I go on the subway and get to my destinations quickly, other than having to wait.
I take it it's a lot better than our LRT.
Well, it's similar, but it still gets me to my destinations quickly, and around the same places as before. And I have demonstrated at Bay Station. That's before Bloor Yonge and St. George and Spadina, and it's a 5-minute subway ride from Ossington Station. So it's 6 stops, so 1 plus 5 stations makes 6 stations.
Yeah.
So I always take the subway between Union Station and St. George,
Stop requested.
and also places between not just Dundas West or Lansdowne, but between Bloor Yonge and Dufferin Station. But I always avoid my mom said I can visit Dufferin Station, but stay within the transit area, but no Dufferin Mall, period.
Like Northgate here.
Yeah.
Don't go to Northgate.
I don't go to Northgate. I never go there.
No, you don't want to.
And I don't go to Dufferin Mall, but I can go to the Eaton Centre. That's not an issue. And I can visit Ossington Station as many times during the day, as long as I'm back in Hamilton at a certain time.
Is it nice?
Yeah. My Auntie Paula lived near Ossington Station before and after I moved here 16 years ago. 15 years ago, my mom and I and my cousin Olivia took the subway at Ossington Station to Bay Station, and then we would go westbound from Bay to Dufferin Station, and then eastbound back to Ossington Station on the Bloor Danforth. And now I do it again this many times.
Cool.
Ordze Transit Center.
Ordze Transit Center. I love a great view.
Some days I look at something and I'm like, that's really pretty, and other days I just...
And the fall scenery too. I love the fall scenery at this time of year, but I usually love the summer scenery at this time of year between not just May, but June, July, and August, before the fall season.
I like winter.
I prefer the summer. I like the outdoor activities when it's warmer.
I've always been a winter sports kind of person, so...
Thank you. Have a great day.
Dude.
Stay warm. It's a little chilly. Oh, I'll see you later. And the bus I rode, the one I had taken almost a week ago on the 411, that I rode today on the 404 Ordze. Guess again, 8001. Here it goes, and that's it. Here at Ordze Transit Center Bus Terminal in Sherwood Park, October 1st, 2019.